Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to write Java program to sort numbers using insertion sort algorithm. So guys, the insertion sort is a simple sorting algorithm that works similar to the way you sort playing cards in your hands. Now guys, insertion sort is one of the efficient sorting algorithms that you can use for the small data sets in order to sort the array of elements having the integers. Now guys, the array is virtually split into a sorted and an unsorted part. Values from the unsorted part are picked and placed at the correct position in the sorted part. So for example, as you can see, we have this array that is 12, 11, 13, 5 and 6. So guys, initially we start from the first two elements over here, that is 12 and then 11. So in the first pass, what will happen is this 12, it will be compared with the second element that is 11, and if this 12 is greater than 11, so both these elements will be swapped over here. So 11 and 12 are being swapped, and then again it will be checked whether this 11 is it smaller than the previous element. So since it is the first element now and there is no previous element with which the element can be compared, so the first pass is completed. Now in the second pass, this 12 and 13 is taken into consideration. So is 13, is it less than the previous element that is 12? No, in this case. So second pass is also completed. In the third pass, we will take this 13 and 5. So is 5 less than the previous element that is 13? Yes, in this case. So 13 will be assigned to this fourth position over here. So 13 is assigned over here. 5 goes over here. Now is 5 less than the previous element that is 12? Yes, in this case. So 5 and 12 are again replaced over here. So 5 comes to the second position. And then is 5 less than the previous element that is 11? Yes, in this case. So both the elements are swapped. So 5 and 11 are being displayed over here. And then again the 5 is being compared with the previous position. But since there is no other position over here, 5 remains over here, and we have completed the third pass over here. So if you can see, after this third pass, 5, 11, 12, all these are in the sorted order. Again the unsorted array over here, that is 13 and then 6, it will be compared again, and in the fourth pass, the last element over here, that is 6, it will be compared with the other elements over here, and ultimately it will come to its position in such a way that all the elements are in the ascending order in the array. So guys, this is the way that the insertion sort algorithm will work. So let us move to the Eclipse IDE and check the Java program for the insertion sort algorithm. So first of all, we will define the array of integers. So int array, it is equal to, we will take the same example over here. So I'll simply copy this array of elements and paste this over here. And now what we have to do is we have to find the length of the array. So int length, it is equal to array followed by dot, and then we have length property. So this will return us the length of the array over here. And now we will have our for loop over here. So int I, it is going from the second position. So guys, remember that in the insertion sort, we will start from the second position over here, and we will be comparing the previous elements over here. So int I, it is equal to 1, and then I less than the length of the array, and then I plus plus over here. Now guys, inside this for loop, we will have a temporary variable, and we will name it as key over here and assign the value of 11 over here, that is the second element, which is being represented by the ith index. So I will say array of I over here. So initially we will take this as the key and we will compare it with the previous elements over here. Now what we will do is we will have another pointer, that is int j, it is equal to I minus 1, that is the previous element. So right now the key value is 11, and array of j, it will be pointing to this element, that is 12 over here. Now what we will have to do is we will be using the while loop inside this for loop. So in the while loop, we will be having our condition whether j is greater than or equal to 0. That's because we are going to decrement the value of j one at a time, and we will check whether this key, which is having the value of array of I right now, is it smaller than the jth value or not. So basically we are going to check whether array of j over here, so j is what? I minus 1, which is 12. So array of j is 12 right now. Is it greater than key over here, which is 11? And if yes, so what will happen is, what we will do is this 12 needs to be assigned to this second position over here. So we will do array of j plus 1 right now. So j plus 1 will be what? Since j it is equal to 12, j plus 1 will be at the second position over here. It will be equal to array of j over here. So 12 will be assigned to this array of j plus 1 over here, and then what we will do is j it is equal to j minus 1, so that the control flow will come over here once again. So is j greater than or equal to 0? No, in this case, since j value goes before this element, that is in the minus 1 index over here. So the control flow should come out of this for loop. So after coming out of this for loop, what we are getting is at the first position we already have 12. At the second position we also have 12. That's because of this particular line of code over here. So we simply have to assign this value, that is 11, which is present inside this key variable, to this array of j over here. Now since we have done j equals j minus 1, so j value is minus 1 right now. So we simply have to do array of j plus 1 in this case. So it will be j plus 1. It will be the value of key right now over here. So guys, to understand this algorithm once again, the outer for loop, it is having int I, it is equal to 1 up to the length. So basically we will be going from this second position, that is 11, up to the last element over here, that is 6. And now inside this we are having a key variable over here, which is being assigned array of I. So basically key value is 11 right now. J it is equal to I minus 1. So since we are comparing the previous elements, so j value will be at the first element right now, which will be 12 right now. So is j greater than or equal to 0? Yes, in this case, since over here it is j equal to 0. And is array of j, which means 12, is it greater than key, which is right now 11, since we have assigned the array of I to key over here? Yes, in this case. So array of j plus 1, it is equal to array of j, which means the array of j plus 1 over here, it will be assigned the value of array of j, which is 12 right now. So the array will be 12 and 12. So the 11 value is gone from here right now, but j equal to j minus 1 is done. So currently j value was 0 and j minus 1 will make it as minus 1 over here, and the control flow will come back again over here. Is j greater than or equal to 0? No, in this case. So since it is no, array of j plus 1, which is minus 1 right now, which will make it as minus 1 plus 1, it is equal to 0. So array of 0, it will be key over here, and key was 11. So 11 will come over here. So we have 11, 12, 13, 5, 6. So in the first iteration, we have got the first two elements sorted over here. In the second iteration, I value will be 2 right now. So it will be 13 over here. Again, key value will be equal to array of I, which is equal to 13. J, it will be equal to I minus 1. So I minus 1 is over here, which will be 12 in this case after the first iteration. So is j greater than or equal to 0? Yes, in this case, array j greater than key over here. So key is 13 and array of j is 12 right now. So no, in this case. So j plus 1, it is equal to key, which is already being assigned over here as 13, and so on guys. The other elements will be also compared and it will be sorted in the ascending order. So guys, before running this code over here, we need to print the content of the array. So what we will do is we will have the print statement first of all, and we will say sorted array over here. So we have sorted array colon, and then we will be having our for loop. It will be int I is equal to 0, I less than length, and then we have I plus plus over here, and then again we will be having our print statement. In this case, we will be printing the content of the array of I and then followed by the space character in order to separate them using the space characters over here. I'll simply copy these lines of code over here so that we can also print the unsorted array over here. So we have unsorted array, and again this will print the unsorted array over here, and then before this we will be having a println statement so that both the content of the arrays are printed on the different lines. So let me just save this file and try running this code now. So as you can see, the unsorted array, it is 12, 11, 13, 5 and 6. That is what we had provided over here in the program. And then we have the sorted array as 5, 6, 11, 12, 13. So guys, in this way, we can easily use the insertion sort in order to sort the array of elements in the ascending order. Now guys, we will change the content of the array in order to check whether it works for the other content of the array over here. So we will say 43, 42 and then 15, we have 16, 7, 4, 23, and then we have 109, and then we have 104, and then we have 1, and then we have 2 over here. Let me just save this file and try running this code now with this random number of elements over here in the array. So as you can see, we have the sorted array over here. We have 1, 2, 7, 15, 16, 42, 43, 104, 109, 423. So all the elements over here are in the ascending order. So guys, this is the way we can write our insertion sort algorithm using the Java program. So guys, that's it in this video. Please make sure that you practice on your own so that on different inputs you get to learn and get the different output. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to the channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is a Java program to print a reverse pyramid star pattern. So stay tuned.